I'll be starting the Sugya of Kwoרך. The Sugya of Kwoרך, Kishmai, is the Sugya that includes in it a lot of pratim in one. And there's a lot of shittas and rishonim on the Sugya. There's two ways how you could learn it. You could learn it in the fast version, just whatever, go through some basic points and get straight to what it says in the Alter Rebbe Shulchan Aruch, or we could do the slow version. The Rashbam separately, Taisva separately, the Ramban separately, maybe the Rambam also, and then the other Paiskim, and then eventually get to the Alter Rebbe, and then eventually to the Haggadah, the Rebbe's Haggadah. There's Chedushim in the Rebbe's Haggadah. So I think we're going to do the slow version. Anyone have objections? Sagt die Gemara, Amar Avin, Amar li Rav Mishar Shia, Birei der Rav Nassen. Hachi Amar Hillel Mishmei de Gemara. Loi nikrech inish matze mare bahadi adadi v'nechol, mishum desfirelan, matze bezman hazeh da iraise, mare de Rabbanon, va'osi mare de Rabbanon, mavtelei la matze da iraise. Va'filu l'mandama mitzvahs ein mevatlei zu azu, hanemili da iraise be da iraise, oi de Rabbanon be de Rabbanon. Aval da iraise be de Rabbanon, osi de Rabbanon, mavtelei la da iraise. So both Rashi and the Rashbam explain what is the meaning of this concept that Morer and the Rabbanon will be mevatel the matzah da'iraisa. So Rashi says, mevatel letam matzah da'iraisa. The taste of the Morer is going to cancel out the taste of the matzah. So the first obvious question over here is, if in fact the taste of the Morer cancels out the taste of the matzah, why does it make a difference if the matzah is a mitzvah or isn't a mitzvah? Whether the matzah is a mitzvah or not doesn't change the fact that the taste of matzah that you eat together with matzah affects and cancels out to some degree the taste of the matzah. Who cares if it is a mitzvah or isn't a mitzvah? The taste of the matzah cancels out the taste of the matzah. What does the Rashbam say in the Ramaschal Afilu L'man Damar? Where the Rashbam explains why two mitzvahs don't cancel out each other. So the Rashbam says, the kivin d'chiyadodi ninu, since they are the same. Kulu kiyim mitzvahs, they're all being, both marer and matzah is a mitzvah. V'le mevatli adodi, so they're not mevatli each other. What's the hezbeh? What is the hezbeh that Rashbam is saying here? Because they are both mitzvahs, therefore they are not mevatel each other. Why not? The Alter Rebbe in Shulchan Aruch quotes this Rashbam, and the Alter Rebbe adds a few words. The Alter Rebbe says that when you have two mitzvahs, they're shkulen ka'achas. They're equal, like one. Kulan mitzvaysav shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and they're all the Eibishter's mitzvahs, and therefore shkulen ka'achas, and therefore they can't be mevatel each other. But I still don't get what the hezbollah here is. If the issue is the taste, so then don't involve the mitzvah shebezeh. There's two pratim here. There's the gashmis, the taste, and there's the fact that you're doing a mitzvah. What does one have to do with the other? Now, not all Rishonim agree to this Rashbam. Rabbeinu David here says, b'shem the Ramban, that when the Gemara says this concept that Morer, which is the Rabbanon, is mevatel a mitzvah, which is the Iraisa, has nothing to do with the taste. Nothing to do with that. The Torah said to eat matzah, and you are doing different than what the Torah said. You're eating matzah together with the Morer. The issue is not the fact that you're diminishing or affecting the taste. You're just not doing the mitzvah the way the Torah said it. The act of eating matzah entails very specifically to be only matzah, not with matzah. If there's matzah along with the matzah, and the matzah is not going down your throat side by side to the matzah, the matzah goes down your throat together with the matzah. You taste the matzah together with the matzah. So therefore, you did not do the mitzvah the way the Torah described to do it. The issue is in the kiyum ha-mitzvah of the person. The lashon that Rabbeinu David says, I didn't make a copy of that part of the Rabbeinu David. Rabbeinu David says that when the Gemara says mitzvahs mevatlei zu azu, it refers to the gavra, to the person. They're nisbatel eitzel ha'adam. This is mamish over here. You see clearly in the Rishonim that the shaila is the mitzvahs mevatle zu azu benegeh to the chefza? Rashi, the Rashbam learn mitzvahs mevatle zu azu is benegeh to the chefza. The physical taste of the matzah is affected by the taste of the morer. The chefza itself is not the same chefza anymore. Mashenken Rabbeinu David clearly says the issue is not the taste itself. That's not the issue. V'haraya, mitzvahs are not mevatel each other. If the issue would have been the taste, then mitzvahs should be mevatel each other. Rather, he has an araya actually from the Gemara in Zvachim, he has a araya. Kasha of Taisus in Zvachim, okay, I'm not going to go into the whole question, but rather he says the pshat is mitzvahs mevatel ein mitzvahs mevatel zu or mitzvahs mevatel zu benegeh to the gavra. Torah told you how to fulfill the mitzvah, and you altered the way Torah said to fulfill it. Huh? Because if it's a mitzvah midrabanon, every mitzvah midrabanon legabi dairaisa is a reshus. Because minatayra, it's not a mitzvah. So legabi minatayra, it's a reshus. It's like you mixing a reshus and a mitzvah.
The fact that this mitzvah is coming back to another mitzvah, because you're not doing what Torah said, is because in every mitzvah, if you can mix any mitzvah, any two mitzvahs together, it'll be the same problem, no?
Chayra.
So just because matzah mar is this and Torah do together, if they're both deraisa, then they.
You're asking on the way the Rashbam explains it, or on the way Rabbeinu David?
Meaning any two mitzvahs say deraisa also. You're not kind of like just kind of.
I understand, but if you're talking about, if the issue is not the tam, if the issue is that reshus is mevatel a mitzvah because you're not doing it the way Torah wanted you to do it, so then I could understand a little bit better the svara of the Rashbam. Kulu kiyum mitzvaysav shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so one mitzvah cannot be mevatel another mitzvah. It's a little bit easier to understand it. Still not so pashut. Okay, we're going to get back to this. Now, l'chayre Taisvis, I'm not sure about this. I mean, Taisvis in Zvachim says one thing, but you have Taisvis over here. Taisvis over here says that when you have spices, tavlin, and Taisvis dibra maskal osi, when you have tavlin together with matzah, it's not mevatel the matzah. Why not? So Taisvis says the eina besamim ki im dover muat, because there's much less besamim than matzah. So the shaila is, if the issue is the taste, who cares that it's in quantity much less? But the taste of the spices is very strong, and the taste of the spices definitely affects the taste of the matzah. So who cares if it's a dover muat? Huh? It's mevatel the taste. We're not talking about bittul beroiv. We're not talking about bittul beroiv here, where there has to be more tavlin than matzah. If the issue is that it affects or is mevatel, huh? Mm-hmm. What do you mean by covers over? I'm not sure what you mean by covers. Not going to taste it at all? You're not going to taste it. When you eat matzah together with mara, you're not going to taste matzah at all? I don't see how that's shy. You have to have a lot of mara against the matzah to totally be mevatel the time of the matzah. I'm not sure you probably will have to have 10 times more mara than matzah to be mevatel the remnants of any taste of matzah. I mean, usually when you eat mara and together with matzah, you'll taste mara, but because you're tasting both together, so the flavor of the mara diminishes the strength of the flavor of the matzah, but that there's no taste of matzah at all, it's not mustaver. Unless you have a tiny drop of matzah. Huh? Tavlin, Taisvis. You learn Taisvis? Taisvis says, Taisvis Asi. I wasn't really planning on speaking about that Taisvis, but there's just one nakud I want to point out from that Taisvis. Taisvis says that if you have Tavlin, which has a very strong taste, Tavlin has a stronger taste than Marer. Depends what type of Marer, actually. Depends if you're using chrein, horseradish, or huh? But it definitely changes the taste. Fine, it enhances, I understand, but it definitely changes the taste. If you take a handful of salt, or even a little cup full of salt, and you eat it together with the matzah, you're going to taste a lot of salt, and you're not going to enhance it. You're going to over-salt it, you're not going to enhance it. And there's a dover mu'at, there's much less, even though there's less, what's this word that there's a dover mu'at, there's less tavlin than the matzah. So what? Who cares? If the issue is that it affects the taste, if it affects the pure taste of matzah, enhancing is not good in this case. You're not looking to enhance the matzah. You want to taste the pure matzah. Whether you enhance it, whether you more than enhancing, over-enhance it and ruin it. Either way, the tavlin l'chayra definitely affects the taste of the matzah. So what's Taisa saying that it's a davar mu'at? 1 second. So l'chayra yesh leimar that the svara of Taisvis is only shayach if you learn that it has the inyan of being mevatel the matzah has nothing to do with being mevatel the tam of the matzah. If you hold that the issue is that you're being mevatel the tam of the matzah, then even a davar mu'at like tavlin is an issue, like Taisus himself brings. Rashi holds that it's usher to eat matzah mutubelas. And Rashi holds it's usher to eat matzah mutubelas all Pesach, because it's a chashash that it can become chametz, whatever that means. But by the seder, by the chiyuv of achilas matzah, you shouldn't eat a matzah mutubelas. It's our minig also that when we eat the matzah, we don't dip it into the salt by the seder. You could dip it into the salt later by Shulchan Aruch, but not by the mitzvah of matzah, because you don't want any other taste to be connected to the mitzvah of matzah. You want to have the pure taste of matzah. So if the issue is the taste, then you have to have the pure taste of matzah. But if the issue is that you have something that's being mevatel the mitzvah, that you're not fulfilling the mitzvah the way the Eibishter intended the mitzvah to be done, so if you have a davar mu'at, it's not significant enough to alter the fulfillment of the mitzvah. If you have marer, or if you have something else that changes the way the mitzvah is being done more significantly, then you're not doing it the way the Eibishter wants. But to add a little bit of a spices, even if it affects the taste, but because it's a davar mu'at, it's not changing the way the Eibishter wanted you to do the mitzvah.
Maybe the mitzvah is only plain matzah. How do you know the mitzvah is not only plain matzah?
Tam, the mitzvah is to have the tam of matzah.
Not to add spices.
Yeah, that's the mitzvah. Not sure. The Gemara later says, Bola matzah yatza. So you don't need the taste of matzah. That's a question on the Rashbam's shitta. If the Gemara later says, Bola matzah yatza, so why all of a sudden over here are we so concerned that you're being mevatel the tam of the matzah? It's another question, b'chlal, that the Mefarshim ask. Okay, we'll get back to this. Let's go right to the Gemara. Talk to Gemara, man tana de shamet le mitzvahs e mevatle zu zu. Who is the one that holds that mitzvahs are not mevatel each other? Hillel. Tanya amru alav Hillel shaya kerchem bevasachas va'ichlon shenemar al matzasem reirim yichluhu. So the Rishonim all ask, starting with Taisvis, the Ramban, the Ran, Rabbeinu David, Maram Chalava, all the Rishonim ask the question, what's the raya? Hillel is saying that you should eat matzah and mara together, not because mitzvahs aim mevatle zu zu, but because there's a special pasuk that's teaching me that this is how you eat it. Here, this is the way the fulfillment of the mitzvah is. By all other mitzvahs, maybe they are mevatel each other. Mitzvahs befeidish are mevatel each other. Here, there's a special pasuk. What's b'chlal the raya? Rashi, Rashbam don't address this problem at all. But Taisvis and all the Rishonim ask this question. It's a very obvious question in the Gemara. Look, the Gemara weiter. Omer Rabbi Yechanan, Chelken olav chaver aval Hillel, the Tanya, Yochel yekerchen bevasachas vayechlon kederech shehillel leichel, tamad lema matzas emreirim yichluhu. The Rabbanan argue on Hillel, and the Rabbanan hold that you eat the matzah and mara separately. Maskef lo Ravashi, ihachi mai afilu. What is the meaning of the word afilu? Doesn't afilu mean that even Rabbanan are also made, that you could eat it together? Like Hillel? All they're saying is that you don't have to eat it together. You could also eat it separately. So they're not arguing on Hillel. They're saying that you could eat it separately, but you also could eat it together, like Hillel said. Hello, Ravashi, Haitana hachi ketani. What this Tana was saying is, I would think that you must eat it together, like Hillel, and you could eat it separately. So there's like 3 or 4 different ways how to learn the Pshat in the Gemara here. Chlal not Pashat how to learn this Gemara. But before I go through the Rashbam's Pshat, let's just finish off the Gemara. Now that we don't know who the halacha is like, not like Hillel and not like Rabbanon, mevarach al achilas matzah v'achol, v'hodem mevarach al achilas marer v'achol, v'hoder achol matzah v'chasa b'adei adodi b'lei bracha zeichel mikdash kehillel. This is exactly what we do today. Zok the Rashbam, koircham b'vasachas. Rashi says the same thing also. Pesach, matzah, umar, kerchem, bekrach echad, k'moy kerchem begemi. The word kerchem means to wrap it together. And Rashi says, Pesach, matzah, umar. So the chiddush here is, Rashi and Rashbam's shitta is that k'orech is all 3 together. Pesach, matzah, and marer. The Mordechai asks on the Rashbam, impossible, he says. He says he never found a Beis Abliya, a person's throat should be large enough that you could swallow 3 kezesim in one shot. The din of eating all 3 together is not that you can eat them, you make this sandwich that has Pesach, Marer, and Matzah together, and you bite it slowly and you eat the sandwich slowly. The halacha is, the kricha means that you have to have all 3 kezesim in your mouth at the same time and swallow it all at once. L'chatchila, if you can. So the Mordechai asks, it's impossible. You never saw such a thing that you can have 3 kezesim being swallowed at the same time. Therefore, other Rishonim disagree, starting with the Rambam. The Rambam in Perek Ches of Hilchos Chametz and Matzah disagrees and says that the din of Keurig that Hillel says over here is only Matzah and Marer together, not together with the Pesach, exactly the way we do it today. Matzah and Marer and not Pesach. You eat the Pesach separately, and then you eat the Matzah and Marer. You're supposed to eat it at the same time, at the same Seder, one after the other, but the Keurig is only Matzah and Marer, not together with the Korban Pesach. That's the Rambam Shutta. Two kezesim is also not so pashut, huh?
We say that a kezais of matzah is like almost 3/4 of matzah.
No. I'm not sure which. It depends which matzahs you use. There was once in the many years ago in the Talks and Tales, they wrote on the back page. You used to have halachas there, so they wrote that you have to eat a kezais matzah, and the shear of kezais matzah is a half a matzah. So the Rebbe commented on that shear muzar. It's a strange shear because it's totally what kind of matzah, how large the matzah is. Most people overestimate the amount of a kazayas. The matzahs that I use, which is from the bakery here in Crown Heights, the bakery here makes very large matzahs. If you compare it to other bakeries, they make very large matzahs. It's like a quarter matzah, even less than a quarter of a matzah. It's a fifth of a matzah is a kazayas. It's very small. Kazayas is much less than people think. People eat together.
Together with the mar, you could eat that in one bite.
Yeah, it's possible. The halacha is, we'll learn this from Mitzvah Shem, Siman Tov Ayin Hey, the halacha is, when you get to Maitzi Matzah, that you're supposed to swallow, you're supposed to chew all the matzah, the 2 kezesim of matzah that you eat by Maitzi Matzah, you're supposed to chew it and not swallow. You're supposed to take what you chewed, put it at the side of your mouth, and then continue filling your mouth with matzah until you fill your mouth fully with 2 full kezesim, and then you're supposed to swallow the whole thing together as one. Huh? No. That's how long it should take till the whole thing is done eating. But that's the... Okay, we'll learn in Mitzvah Shem. We're going to get to Maitzi Matzah one day. And it's the same thing when you get to Keurig. The way Keurig, when it says over here, Keurig b'vasachas, it doesn't just mean that you bite it slowly like you're eating a sandwich. That's why it's not a sandwich. Keurig is not a sandwich. Keurig is that you swallow it b'kriche. You swallow it together. That's the din of Keurig. Kolponim, of course, he didn't eat. Of course, well, like I said, the Rashbam holds Keurig is Pesach, Matzah, and Marer. The Rambam, Matzah and Marer. Only Matzah and Marer. Okay, so it's a very significant point. It might seem like a one detail regarding Keurig, whether Bizman Shabbos Mikdash Kayim was all 3 together or only 2, but it's an extremely significant point, as we'll see in Mitzvah Shem in the Hemshech of the Sugya. So keep this in mind. Weiter. No, it's not. But you're hitting on the right point. Yechluhu sagt Rashbam kol echad b'fnei atzmai. The diak of the word yechluhu is that you have to eat each one separately. Midulay ksiv yechlu. Should have said Yoichlu, and it would be self-understood that it refers to the Pesach, because in the previous pasuk it's saying Pesach, and in the next pasuk it says, eat it with matzah and marer. You don't have to say who Yoichlu, who that Pesach which we're speaking about. That Pesach koydich siv le'el v'achlos habasa. Maskef lo Ravashi chulu zokt Rashi umiyo chelkin olav chaveirav kirab Yechanan avo mehacha lo yishaminan. But there still is a machlokes, according to Rabbi Yechanan. There still is a machlokes between Hillel and the Rabbanon, but from this brayse, there's no raya to this machlokes. In this brayse, you don't see the machlokes between Hillel and the Rabbanon. Adarab, l'chayra, in this brayse, you see that they agree. But Rabbi Yechanan still holds his opinion that there's a machlokes between Hillel and the Rabbanon. So now let's break down this Rashbam. What exactly is the Rashbam referring to? When Rashbam says that Rabbi Yochanan still retains his opinion that there's a machlekes, he doesn't agree to Rav Ashi. Rav Ashi came and proved from the Braises Loshen Afilu that there's no machlekes. Sagt Rashbam, that's Rav Ashi. But Rabbi Yochanan still held that there's no still held that there is a machlekes. So just let me add to that. The Balamoyer here adds and says that Rabbi Yochanan had a Messiah. He had a Kabbalah, he had a Messiah that they were arguing. In the Braisa Taka, it's mashma that they're not arguing, but he had a Messiah. But what exactly are they arguing about? What does Rashbam mean to say? B'chlal, when you look at the Sugya here of Kwoרך, you have to keep in mind constantly the following point. The Gemara is discussing two different concepts, which l'cha'ira you would think are not necessarily related to each other. One concept is the shaila of mitzvahs mevatle zu azu. Are mitzvahs mevatle each other, or are mitzvahs not mevatle each other? It's a shaila klolis b'negei to all mitzvahs. It's not a shaila b'negei to Kwoרך specifically, it's a shaila klolis. Then we're discussing how do you fulfill the mitzvah of Maror? Does the mitzvah of Maror have to be done b'kricha or without kricha, without Kwoרך? Two unrelated machlekesen, l'chayra. So when the Rashbam over here says, "Umiu chelken olav chaveirav ki Rabbi Yochanan," what is the Rashbam referring to? Is the Rashbam referring to the fact that they're chelik b'negei to mitzvahs mevatle zu azu, or is the Rashbam referring to the fact that they are chelik on each other b'negei to the mitzvah of Maror, or is the Rashbam referring to both? So l'chayre yesh makom loymar that. How are you mekayim mitzvahs Maror? Are you mekayim mitzvahs Maror b'yachad, b'kricha, or separately? It's a separate shaila, chayra. So l'chayre yesh makom, as I said, to divide these two subjects. Let's divide it. Why not divide these two subjects? B'negei to mitzvahs mevatle zu azu. Everybody agrees. Ein mitzvahs mevatle zu azu. And like you see the Rabbanon say that you can eat it b'fnei atzmai and you can eat it together. The fact that the Rabbanon say that you can eat it together, l'chayre is a raya that Rabbanon hold a mitzvah mevatle zu azu. Tosfos points this out. Tosfos asks this question. L'chayre the Rabbanon hold a mitzvah mevatle zu azu. So what is the machlekes between between the Rabbanon and Hillel? The machlekes is how to be mekayim mitzvahs Maror. That's the machlekes. They're only They're only arguing how to be mekayim mitzvahs Maror. Hillel says you must do it together. You must eat it together b'kricha. And the Rabbanan say you have a choice. You can do it separately, because the Torah says yechluhu. The mitzvah is to eat it separately. But if you want, you could also eat it together because a mitzvah mevatle zu azu. So everybody holds a mitzvah mevatle zu azu. The shaila b'negei to Maror is there a requirement to eat Maror together or not? That's the machlekes of Hillel and the Rabbanon, and that's what the Rashbam means when he says, "Umiyu chelken olav chaveirav ki Rabbi Yochanan aval mehacha lo shaminan." So this is obviously not the pshat in the Rashbam. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because it's a very, very smooth pshat in the Gemara. It's a very simple, smooth pshat in the Gemara to divide these two subjects, which b'pashtus you would think have no connection. And the Ramban, the Ran, and Rabbeinu David all learn this way. They all learn pshat in the Gemara this way. That Rabbanon and Hillel are not arguing b'negei to mitzvahs mevatles. Everybody agrees mitzvahs ein mevatles zu azu. They're only arguing b'negei to mitzvahs Maror. Does it have to be done b'kricha or not? But in the lashon of the Rashbam, it's mukhrach that he disagrees with this, because the Rashbam concludes, "Avol mehacha lo shaminan." From here I can't see this. Over here I don't see. What do you mean from here you don't see? Why don't you see from here? According to this pshat, you do see from here. You see in the lashon of the Braisa, Hillel said you must do kworych, you must eat it together. What did the Rabbanan say? The Rabbanan say you have a choice. You could do either kworych or not kworych. So l'chayre, you do see right over here clearly in the Braisa the machlekes between Hillel and the Rabbanan. They're not arguing b'negei to the din of mitzvahs mevatles. Everybody agrees ein mitzvahs mevatles zu azu. And they are arguing b'negei to how to do kworych, and you see it clearly in the lashon of the Braisa. Hillel would always do kworych, and the Rabbanan say you have a choice. That's the way the Rishonim learn. It's a very smooth pshat in the Gemara. Rashbam comes and says Hillel and the Rabbanan are arguing, and mehacha lo shaminan. What does that mean? It must be what the Rashbam means to say when he says mehacha lo shaminan, is because Rashbam is coming to tell you Hillel and the Rabbanan are also arguing b'negei to mitzvahs mevatle zu azu. Rabbanan hold mitzvahs mevatle zu azu, and Hillel holds ein mitzvahs mevatle zu azu. They're arguing when they get to that din also. On Mamela it comes out that what Rashbam really means to say over here is that Hillel and the Rabbanan, according to Rabbi Yochanan, are arguing when they get to both dinim. They're arguing when they get to the general shaila whether mitzvahs mevatle zu azu or not, and they're also arguing how to be mekayim mitzvahs kairich. Hillel would dafke be kairich, Hillel would dafke do it together, and the Rabbanan, mother, mitzvahs mother, to do it with kairich, right? And the Rabbanan would not. So there's two different machlekes over here between Hillel and the Rabbanan, according to Rabbi Yochanan.
In the first opinion, the other opinion, the Rabbanan agreed that in mitzvahs why would they argue say to do more on your own?
You don't have to. You could.
They agree that
Yes, you could. You do it separately, you have a choice. Now, that's the correct shot in the Rashbam. Now, if so, the shaila is, why is the Rashbam coming to this conclusion? Why is the Rashbam saying this? Besides the fact that what the Rashbam is doing here is a big deichik in the lashon of the Gemara, because it comes out that Rabbi Yochanan is learning, there's a machlokes here between the Rabbanon and Hillel, where you have a befeidish brayse that says differently. The Rashbam has to say, Mehochal Shamina. Rabbi Yochanan had some Messiah. It's a deichik to say that. Befrat, the Rishonim are meisef another deichik. The Gemara Lamaskana is going to paskin like Rabbi Yochanan. It's going to go along with Rabbi Yochanan's shitta and not with Rav Ashi that says that they don't argue. So it's a bit of a pella. Here you have a befeidish brayse supporting Rav Ashi. Rabbi Yochanan's opinion is not supported by any brayse. He just had a Messiah. So why are we following Rav Ashi's opinion and not Rabbi Yochanan's opinion and not Rav Ashi's opinion? But the bigger shaila is, that's all in the pshat of the Gemara. That's the pshat of the Gemara which is problematic. The bigger shaila is, misvara. Is there any connection between these two machlokes? Why does the Rashbam learn, and what's this Messiah that you have these two unrelated machlokes, and it happens to be that Hillel and the Rabbanan argued benegayet to both of these points. They really have nothing to do with each other. One is a shaila klolos benegayet to mitzvahs, and the other is a shaila benegayet to how Torah intended the mitzvah of mother to be done. These are really two unrelated subjects. Is there any link, is there any reason to be makasha between mitzvahs mother and the concept of mitzvahs mevatle zu azu? This is also something that Tosfos discusses. Tosfos explains how there's a connection, but in Tosfos you don't really see there's a connection. Tosfos just explains a certain hechrech, how they are linked to each other. But from the Rashbam, l'chayre it comes out that these two machlokes go hand in hand. The machlokes whether mitzvahs mevatle zu azu or not, and the machlokes how mother should be fulfilled, goes together. It's one machlokes l'chayre. No. It's not necessarily connected. Even if you hold mitzvahs ein mevatle zu azu, that doesn't mean that you're mechuyev to do it together. It's two different things. Mitzvahs mevatle zu azu and mitzvahs ein mevatle zu azu is a question of whether I'm allowed to eat it together. The shaila of kwoרך regarding mother is whether I'm required to eat it together, whether I'm mechuyev to eat it together. It's a different thing. Just because I hold mitzvahs ein mevatle zu azu, it's not machriach to go to the next step that you're mechuyev to eat it together. The Rashbam is putting it together. Hillel holds mitzvahs ein mevatle zu azu, and you're also mechuyev to eat it together. Rabbanan hold mitzvahs mevatle zu azu, and there's no mitzvah to eat kwoרך together. Why? What's the hechach to be makasha them?
You can say they're connected. You said Rashbam saying that one stems from the other, that Mar stems from the
Somehow, l'chayre, it's mustava that they hold it. It's connected. That the Rashbam holds that they're connected. Okay, so let's try to explain what's the connection. I don't see the connection. I don't see why one is machriach the other. What's b'chlal the hechrich to connect them? According to the Rabbanon, it's obviously connected, because if you can't eat it together, because mitzvahs mevatle zu azu, so then you can't say that the mitzvah is to do it na'ifan of kwoרך. Although Tosfos argues with that. Okay. Huh? How do the Rabbanan say that you have a choice if mitzvah is mevatles? Okay, that's Tosfos' question. We'll get to that. Okay, let's go weiter. Maskef Lorav, the next Rashi. This is all the Rashi b'negeya to Rabbi Yochanan. Bahashted layit milchus like hillel like rabbanon. Zok Rashi. Now Rashi is going to explain how Rav Ashi learned Hillel and Rabbanon. Zok Rashi. Ha Rabbanon the Braise moidele Hillel the kriche nami shapedami. Rabbanon in the Braise, which Hillel quoted, holds that you can do kriche just like Hillel said you can do kriche. Let me just finish the Rashbam, even though I'm going to explain the first line of the Rashbam, but let me just finish the Rashbam. Ala Rabbi Yechanan ka'amar the pligi aleh. Rabbi Yechanan holds that there is a machlokes. The Rabbanon legamri lesluhu kriche klal. The Rabbanon do not hold of kriche at all. Why is the Rashbam using a double lashon? Rabbanon legamri lesluhu kriche klal. Why the double lashon? L'chayre yesh leimar. It's to say that there are two things that are arguing, as I just pointed out before. According to the Rashbam, there are two machlokes in between Hillel and the Rabbanon. Not only do the Rabbanon hold that it's not a mitzvah to do kriche, it's actually usher to do kriche. So therefore, it's legamri klal. They don't hold of this concept of kriche at all. It's not even an option. That's the Hadgash of the Rashbam. Hillel holds not only is it mutter to do kriche, you're mechuyev to do kriche. Rabbanon are on the opposite extreme. It's also to do kriche. That's Rabbi Yechanan's shitta in the Rabbanon. Now let's go back to the first line of the Rashbam. What is Rav Ashi's shitta? How did Rav Ashi understand Hillel and Rabbanon? So the Rashbam says, the Rabbanon, the Braise, moidu leHillel. The Rabbanon of the Braise are moidu to Hillel, the kriche nam mishapedami, that you could also do kriche. How do you teach this Rashbam, this line? In this line, the Rashbam is explaining what Rav Ashi held. What's the pshat in this line of the Rashbam? There are two ways how you can learn what Rashbam is saying here. Either you could say that Rashbam is trying to say that there's according to Rav Ashi, there's absolutely no machlokes between Hillel and the Rabbanon. They totally agree. They mamish have the exact same shitta. That's one way you can learn it. Or you can learn the pshat in the Rashbam. They don't have the exact same shitta. They're moide b'negeya to this prat. B'negeya to this prat that you could do also kriche. There's one prat that the Rabbanon are made to Hillel, but not that they have the exact same shitta. So let's go through this. First, if you're going to learn that the pshat in the Rashbam is that Hillel and the Rabbanon, according to Rav Ashi, hold the exact same thing. What would that mean? If they hold the exact same thing, what does Hillel hold? Hillel holds that you must do kriche. What's shittas Hillel according to Rav Ashi? According to Rav Ashi, shittas Hillel, if shittas Hillel is that you must do kriche, it's impossible to say that Rabbanon hold the exact same thing as Hillel. Because the Rabbanon hold, you could do kriche, or you could do it separately. So they can't be holding the same as Hillel. Elamai, l'chayr, according to Rav Ashi, Hillel holds, you could either do kriche, or you could do it separately. Even Hillel holds, you could do both. But, why? I don't know. Before I get to why am I saying this? Because if you're going to say that the Rashbam is trying to say that Hillel and Rabbanon hold the exact same thing, then what is that one shitta that they both hold? L'chayra, the only way to explain it is that both Hillel and the Rabbanon hold that you could do either kriche or not kriche. Look in the lashon of the Rashbam. Maidu leHillel, one second, these four words here. Maidu leHillel, de kriche nami shaperdami. What does that mean? Kriche nami shaperdami, which means l'chayra that you have a choice. You could either do kriche or you could do not kriche. You could also do kriche. Kriche is also good. Wait. Let me develop the point here. So if they both, so then l'chayra the pshat in this Rashbam would be they both hold, both Hillel and Rabbanon hold. You could do both kriche. You could do kriche and not kriche. But l'chayra you have to be meisiv to that. According to Hillel, kriche and not kriche is not an equal choice. It's not either or. You see clearly what Hillel said. According to Hillel, it's definitely better to do it k'orech. And Hillel, the Gemara says, Omru olav al Hillel shahaya kerchem bevas achas leichlin shenem al matzis merorim yechlu. He learned that from the pasuk al matzis merorim yechlu that you should do it together. So l'chayri, you'll have to say that according to Hillel, it's better to do it in an oifen of k'orech. But even if you didn't do k'orech, you're still going to be yaitz the mitzvah of marer. And this is Taisvus' shitta here. If you learn Taisvus says, shittas Hillel is, l'chatchila you have to do k'orech, and b'diavad even without k'orech you yaitza. So then what the Rashbam is saying is that according to Rav Ashi, the Rabbanon hold the exact same thing. According to the Rabbanon, l'chatchila you should do k'orech, and if you did not do k'orech, you also yaitza. And that's what the Rabbanon meant when they said in the Braisa, afil zeh b'fnei atzmai v'zeh b'fnei atzmai, that you yaitza Even if you didn't do k'orech, but lechatchila you should do k'orech. So there's no machlokes between Hillel and Rabbanan at all. No machlokes.
Is this explaining Hillel's opinion?
Huh?
They're saying what Hillel said that you have to do.
Sort of, yes. In the Rishonim it says that beferish. And we even have that girsa here in the Gemara, according to one girsa, that Tana de Hillel. This Tana is coming to explain Hillel. This Tana is coming to explain Hillel, exactly. That's the girsa there. Okay, but it's very difficult to learn this way. It's a very big chiddush to learn this way. Because, first of all, Misvara, where would the makir, according to the Rabbanan, be that it's better to do k'orech? Why? Why would it be better to do k'orech according to the Rabbanan? Based on what? Hillel darshan from Yechluhu. Hillel darshan from Yechluhu, that Yechluhu means together. But what does it say in the Braisa? The Rabbanan darshan Yechluhu the opposite. The Rabbanan darshan Yechluhu zeh b'fnei atzmai v'zeh b'fnei atzmai. What would be the makir to say according to the Rabbanan that it's better to do k'orech? L'chayra Hillel holds it's better to do k'orech. That's how he darshans Yechluhu. Not the Rabbanan. The Rabbanan don't darshan Yechluhu that it's better to do k'orech. And the Rishonim are medayik that in the lashon of the Braisa it's mashma that when it says that you can eat it zebif ne'atzmai v'zebif ne'atzmai, it's not b'diavad, it's even lechatchila. Rabbanan are saying that you could eat lechatchila together or lechatchila separately. Mashen Kein Hillel holds that you have to eat it lechatchila together, b'kricha. So l'chayre, it's more mistaver to say that the Rashbam never meant to say, according to Rav Ashi, that you must eat it together. Sorry, again. Let me start that over. It's more mistaver to say that the Rashbam never meant to say that Hillel and the Rabbanan are not arguing at all according to Rav Ashi. The beferish is machlokes. Elamai, in this prat, the Rabbanan are made to Rav Ashi. The fact that they allow you to do it b'kricha, that's like Hillel's opinion that says you should do it b'kricha. But there definitely is a machlokes between Hillel and the Rabbanan. Hillel holds you have to do kricha, or lechatchila you should do kricha. And the Rabbanan hold you have a choice. You can do either kricha or not kricha. You can do it either way. But they're not, it's not, Chayre the Rashbam never meant to say that they both hold the exact same opinion. And l'chayre al pizeh, you can go a step further. L'chayre, according to Rav Ashi, Hillel holds that you must do kricha. Not l'chatchila, you must do kricha. The only reason I would say that according to Hillel you don't have to do kricha is if I want to make the shit of Hillel and the shit of the Rabbanan equal. But if I'm not looking to make the shit of Rabbanan and the shit of Rabbanan equal, so then Rav Ashi holds Hillel's shitta is you must do kricha, and what's the Rabbanan's shitta? You could do kricha. You don't have to. Ein mitzvahs mevatle zu, and you could do kricha if you want. If you don't want, you don't have to. Yechluhu means zebif natzmai, and you can do whatever you want. So even Rav Ashi is made that there's a machlokes between Hillel and the Rabbanan. The only difference between Rav Ashi and Rabbi Yochanan is Rabbi Yochanan held there's two machlokes in between Hillel and the Rabbanan. According to Rav Ashi, there's only one machlokes: how to be Makai mitzvahs mother. But when they get to the din of mitzvahs mevatle zu, they don't argue. Everybody agrees that ein mitzvahs mevatle zu. L'chayre, that is the correct pshat in the Rashbam. But if this is the pshat and if this is the way the Rashbam is teaching Rav Ashi, this presents a huge problem with the hemshech of the Gemara. If this is pshat, then the whole pilpul that Rashbam says here falls off. What is the whole? How does the Rashbam learn this Gemara? The conclusion of the Gemara. The conclusion of the Gemara. Who's that going according to? According to Rabbi Yochanan or according to Rav Ashi? The Rashbam holds the conclusion of the Gemara could only go according to Rabbi Yochanan. According to Rav Ashi, the Gemara would never say But according to what I just explained in the Rashbam, why not? Even Rav Ashi is also made that there's a machlokes between Hillel and the Rabbanan. The only difference between Rav Ashi and Rabbi Yochanan is that Rabbi Yochanan held that there's two machlokes in between them, and Rav Ashi held that there's one machlokes. But they both agree that there's a machlokes between Hillel and the Rabbanan. So the hemshech of the Gemara could fit even according to Rav Ashi. So if it could fit even according to Rav Ashi, what's forcing the Rashbam to say that Rabbi Yochanan did not have charata of his opinion, and the hemshech of the Gemara has to go according to Rabbi Yochanan? The hemshech of the Gemara could go according to Rav Ashi. According to Rav Ashi, think about it. According to Rav Ashi, how are you going to do the mitzvah of k'orech b'zman hazeh? How are you going to do the mitzvah of k'orech b'zman hazeh? According to the Rabbanan, you can eat matzah first. You can eat matzah. Now the matzahs are a shus. Now you want to eat mutter. You can't eat mutter together with matzah. Once you ate matzah, if you want to eat matzah a second time, the matzah is going to be a reshus. So if you want to eat matter, the matzah which is a reshus is going to be mevatel the matter. So then you're going to have to eat the matter separately, and then afterwards you can eat matzah and matter together. According to Hillel, there's a chiyuv to eat matzah and matter together. So even after you ate matzah, you have to eat the matzah and matter again because it's a chiyuv to eat the matzah and matter together. So all you have to do is eat matzah and then eat matzah and matter. If that way, you don't have to eat matter separately and then matzah and matter. So the hemshech of the Gemara, l'chayre, fits perfectly according to Rav Ashi. Why does the Rashbam say that the hemshech of the Gemara does not fit according to Rav Ashi? Huh? No way. What does it say in the Gemara?
The question doesn't say what the question is. Just answer that you do both.
Mvarech al achilas matzah v'ochel. Huh?
Maybe the halacha in the Gemara is you should do both together.
No. But what does the Gemara l'maskana say?
It's gotta go separate.
They have to first eat matzah and then matter and then matzah and matter. So this seder, the Gemara says, is required even according to Rav Ashi, not only according to Rabbi Yochanan. It's not no nafkin minute. It's not ma'aseh v'kihuzeh. It's not ma'aseh v'kihuzeh. So if it's according to both, so then what? Because what's machriach the Rashbam in this sugya to say that we have two mahalchim here? Either Hillel and Rabbanan are arguing, or Hillel and Rabbanan are not arguing. Rav Ashi held they're not arguing, and Rabbi Yochanan held they are arguing. The only thing that's machriach Rashbam to do that is the conclusion of the Gemara. That's machriach. That although Rav Ashi said that they're not arguing, but according to Rabbi Yochanan, he had a Messiah that they're still arguing. My question is, but l'chayre, even according to Rav Ashi, Hillel and the Rabbanan are still arguing. Enochanami, Rabbanan are made to Hillel in one prat, but there's still a machlokes between Hillel and Rabbanan. Hillel holds you must do k'orech, and the Rabbanan hold that shaper dami, the krichen nami shaper dami, but not that you must do k'orech. Okay, it's a big problem. So l'chayre, you have to say a different pshat in these words. Maidu lehillel the krichen nami shaper dami. The key of understanding this Indian over here is how do you read these words here in the Rashbam? Maidu lehillel the krichen nami shaper dami. So the simple pshat would be that Rabbanan Amayda that you could do k'orech. Why could you? Because a mitzvah mevatel zeh. But l'chayre the Rashbam means stronger than that. If that would have been the pshat, why doesn't the Rashbam say that Rabbanan Amayda to Hillel that efshe bekriche? You could do efshe. It's possible, or it's mutter. The Rashbam doesn't use the lashon efshe or mutter. What does the Rashbam say? Maidu lehillel the kriche nami shaper dami. The words Maidu lehillel lekricha nami shaper dami, what the Rashbam is saying is, just like Hillel holds that b'negeya to mitzvahs matter, there's an inyan to do dafke k'orech, there's a maila in dafke k'orech, and not only a maila, according to Hillel, could be that k'orech is ma'akiv, you must do k'orech. The Rabbanan are made in this prat that regarding mitzvahs matter, shaper dami. There's a maila to k'orech. There is a not only that you could do it because a mitzvah mevatel zu, but there's a maila to k'orech. There's a maila to k'orech mitzad the mitzvah of matter. That's what the Rashbam is trying to say. So even if it's true what I said before, that according to Rav Ashi, Hillel and the Rabbanan don't hold the exact same thing. Hillel holds it's ma'akiv, and the Rabbanan hold k'orech is not ma'akiv. But the Rashbam is not stam saying that according to the Rabbanan it's an equal choice. Shaper dami means that there's a certain maila in k'orech. Shaper dami means there's a maila in the kiyum of mitzvahs k'orech by matter. What's the hesber of this? Why is there a maila? Why tak is there a maila? Bishlam according to Rabbanan, Hillel darshan dichluhu. Hillel darshan dichluhu that you have to eat it together. Rabbanan never darshan dichluhu. If Rabbanan darshan dichluhu, zeh b'fnei atzmai v'zeh b'fnei atzmai. So where in the world does this come from? Rabbanan de Braise, Maidu lehillel de kriche nami shaper dami. From where? From where do we take that? What's the market that there's a maila that there's a shaper dami to do kriche? Okay, this is all the questions. Okay. So we have 3 minutes for the answer. What should we do? Okay, so I'll leave you off with one more question. In Rabbeinu David, he says that matzah is not ma'akiv, and matzah is a mitzvah b'fnei atzma, right? Matzah is a mitzvah b'fnei atzma. So, when it comes to the mitzvah of kwoרך, what's the mitzvah of kwoרך? The mitzvah of kwoרך is that matzah has to be eaten in the oven of kwoרך. According to Hillel, what does the mitzvah of kwoרך relate to maror or to matzah? So Rabbeinu David says, matzah is a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai. That's the whole beginning of the Gemara. Matzah, even bisman hazeh, is a mitzvah, even if you don't have Pesach. Matzah, it says in the Torah, be'erev toichel matzahs. So l'chayra, the whole mitzvah of kwoרך relates to maror. Maror, the Torah says, only together with carbon Pesach. Al matzah severim yechlu, but not b'negei to matzah. If so, according to Rashi at least, I don't know if Rashbam agrees to Rashi, but I'm going to assume that Rashbam agrees to Rashi. Rashi's shitta is, and I spoke about this last week, that maror beferish is a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai, just like matzah is a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai, maror is also a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai. That's Rashi's shitta. Rashi says this on Daf Chav Ches, on Daf Lamed Tes, and on Daf Tzadik Aleph Amud Beis. In 3 places at least, Rashi says Rashi's shitta is that maror is a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai. And when you can't bring a carbon Pesach, it's not, because this pasuk is megala that the mitzvah of maror is only a mitzvah b'zman shebeis hamikdash kayim when you could bring the carbon Pesach. But when you could bring the carbon Pesach, the mitzvah of maror is a separate mitzvah to eat maror. True, there's a t'nai. The Torah was toilet in a t'nai that this mitzvah of maror only applies b'zman shebeis hamikdash kayim, but not that it's a mitzvah to be done together with the carbon Pesach. It's a separate mitzvah. So just like matzah is a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai, maror is a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai. That's Rashi's shitta. And this is not only according to the Rabbanon, this is l'kula alma. According to Hillel, according to l'chayra. Rashi never says that this that he holds, that maror is a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai, is only according to the Rabbanon and not according to Hillel. So if Rashi holds that matzah is a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai and maror is a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai, what exactly is the pshat in the kwoרך over here? What's the vart of the kwoרך? And Hillel comes and says the whole mitzvah of maror and matzah l'chayra is dafka to eat it together with the carbon Pesach, all 3 together. What's this mitzvah? It's a mitzvah b'fnei atzmai, isn't it? You see that Rashi holds there's a mitzvah to eat matzah separately and there's a mitzvah to eat maror separately.